Hi, I'm Jay.
And I'm John.
And we're Bucket List Travellers. And today we're doing a walking tour of Ometepe Island.
For today's tour, we'll be taking you from the Moyogalpa port, through the town, up to Hospedaje Soma, and sharing interesting facts and tips along the way.
We've just arrived at the ferry port and we came from the mainland at San Jorge, which is just about 5 kilometres from Rivas. There are 2 ferry ports in Ometepe Island, so Moyogalpa is the main one.
Yeah, and the other one's San Jose del Sur,
which is about 20 minutes drive away. How much did the ferry cost?
So it was 50 Cordobas for the ferry itself. However, there is also a tourist tax to get into the port. And so that was 35 Cordobas or $1.
Yeah, it's good that they accept both US dollars as well as Cordobas in most places around.
Yeah.
So I think on the other side of the island to Moyogalpa, the exchange rate that they give you isn't as good. At this point in time. It's 34 Cordobas to a US dollar as opposed to 35. At least you've got that option.
We recommend you going to the Moyogalpa port when you're planning to go to Ometepe. There's just so many more options available to you. So it's a bigger town. There's more food options. There's more accommodation options. There's a Parley, which is a
supermarket.
It's a supermarket. It's Walmart owned. So you can stock up on supplies there and continue on across the island.
And it's also, we found it's a lot cheaper in Moyogalpa compared to other parts of Ometepe Island.
Yeah, and we assume that's because the rest of the island's a lot more remote and just harder to get stuff generally. One thing that I really like about Ometepe Island is the public bus transport system. There are regular buses on the hour from Moyogalpa to Altagracia and to further parts of the islands. The timetables are pretty good. Bear in mind on Sundays though that there are no buses.
No regularly scheduled buses.
Yeah, so you just gotta try your luck if you want a bus.
But the buses are quite comfortable and they're very colourful. They're like the old US school buses, the yellow school buses, and they've got some other ones as well. Now we've got over here on the left an ATM coming up. You should get cash out. Make sure you've got enough cash on you to last your trip because there aren't that many ATMs on Ometepe Island.
Yeah, so there's only 3 in Moyogalpa and there's 1 more in Altagracia. And that one is located in a service station about
10 minutes walk
10 minutes
out of
walk.
town.
Yeah, 10 minutes walk out of town.
And that one only accepts Visa cards.
Yeah.
So yeah, we got stuck. We totally forgot to get cash out until we'd passed Altagracia and left Moyogalpa, and we were living off like rice and beans for a couple of days until we could backtrack to Altagracia.
So don't do what we do.
Don't do what we did.
On the left, we're passing El Gallo Mas Gallo, which is like an electronics and white goods store. So, yeah, in case you need a fridge, you can go there.
There's a lot of restaurant options around here and shopping options like clothes stores and stuff around this. So this is like the main street in town. You can see off into the distance
Volcano Concepcion.
Yes.
Yeah, you won't be able to see it right now, but at the start of the video, you had a really good view, and we should be able to see it shortly. So Volcanoes Concepcion is an active volcano. So it could erupt at any time, but it hasn't erupted since 2010. Now, it has had over 25 eruptions since the late 1800s. So if you do the math, that's once every 5 years it erupts. So
the last one was 2010, so yeah, overdue.
Could be overdue. And you can hike up Volcano Concepcion. It takes about 9 hours and it's pretty arduous. But you can see, I think you can see the fumaroles along the way, so it's sort of steam vents, and you might actually be able to see into the crater as well. So that could be a pretty cool experience. And when you're at the top, and if it's not cloudy, you'll be able to see views across all of Nicaragua. So that'd be pretty amazing.
Yeah, so I heard it was the highest point in a island or something like that.
Yeah, it's the highest peak on an island in a lake in the world.
Yeah, which is a pretty cool
That's pretty
claim
cool.
to fame.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tip Top is
It's the KFC of Nicaragua.
Yeah, it's a very popular fried chicken chain. So
Oh, there's another ATM.
another ATM.
ATM number 2. And on your left, we got ATM number 3.
Ah, yes.
So all the ATMs are on this street.
Yeah. And I really like the colourful flags that we've got coming along this street.
Yeah, it's really pretty.
Yeah, it's a really nice feel to the town from the moment that you step off the port.
Yeah. Now we're coming up to the Central Park. It's a really nice park that has play equipment, it's got a basketball court, it's got plenty of shade, and it's very colourful as well.
Yeah, so it's a really nice community space. So we're coming to the other main road in Moyogalpa here, so we're turning onto it. And if you turned right instead of left, back down this street a bit is the Pali.
We're now on the road that goes out of Moyogalpa. The direction that we're going is actually clockwise, and if you follow it all the way around, you'll get to Altagracia. However, that's not the route that all the buses take. The buses go anti-clockwise because the anti-clockwise route is paved.
The roads are generally pretty good around Ometepe Island.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they did a big push to get the roads all paved quite a few years ago, didn't they?
Yeah. Now, not the whole island is paved, so it goes up to Balgay, I think, on the Madeira side, as well as Merida. It's not completely the whole way.
Yeah, so those two towns are around Volcan Madeiras, which is the other volcano on this island. And to the left here we've got a basketball court, which on a night that we were staying here, there was actually a Christian community event, a music event, which was quite nice to watch, so we stopped by there for a little bit.
Yeah. Right across the road from the basketball court is a Fritanga. Now, Fritangas are home-style grills. So you'll be able to get grilled chicken and grilled pork and grilled beef. That also come with tajadas, which are banana chips, fried banana chips. And they also come with a bit of coleslaw as well. And most fritangas also have refrescos, which are drinks. So we had this amazing carrot and melon drink from this place as well.
Oh yeah, it was really
so
good.
beautiful.
And only 10 Cordobas.
Yeah.
Which,
And the chicken was only 70 Cordobas.
yeah, and yeah, Moyogalpa is by far the cheapest place that you can find. So food on other parts of Ometepe, I think you're struggling to find a meal for less than 150 Cordobas.
Yeah. A fun fact about Moyogalpa for you, it means in the native language, place of the mosquitoes.
Yeah, so we did get bitten a few times when we were in Moyogalpa, but I don't think enough to really warrant the name.
Yeah, well, I guess we weren't sleeping outside. But all the other places that we've been at have either had mosquito nets over the bed or mosquito nets on windows, so we haven't had that problem
Fly
at all.
screens on the
Fly
windows.
screens, yeah.
Yeah, so it looks like school's out.
Yeah, so it's around midday, so I believe the kids can go home for lunch, presumably, and I noticed that in Granada as well. Yeah, so we're getting out of town a bit now. So Moyogalpa is still quite a small town. The main part of town's just a couple of blocks, really, and there's the two main streets that we took you down.
Yeah, and we just had a tuk-tuk pass us, so that's a good, fairly cheap way to get about town.
Yeah.
If you're wanting to, especially if you're wanting to go to Punta Jesus Maria, which is one of the big attractions around here. It's a really nice beach and sunset lookout area.
Yeah, it's an amazing space. So it's about 4 kilometres outside of Moyogalpa, and it's like a little peninsula that you can walk out onto. You can go for a swim there as well, and you have this amazing view of both the volcanoes of the island.
It's stunning.
Yeah.
From Ometepe Island, there are just so many beautiful vantage points. Just having those two volcanoes in the one island is such a unique feature. and from all different parts of Ometepe that we've been through have got different vantage points for seeing each of the volcanoes, and it's just so nice. Such a pretty area.
Yeah. Oh, and here's a bus going past. There you go. So that's an example of the bus, one of the buses that...
One of the local buses.
One of the local buses, yeah. So we highly recommend taking the bus. It is much cheaper than the other options that you have available to you. So if you want to get to the Madeira side of the island, you can get a taxi or a private vehicle.
For like $25 US dollars or something like that.
So they go for around $25. It's a lot more expensive, but you spend 35 Cordobas to get to the other side on a bus, which is $1.
$1, yeah.
Yeah. And it's a much funner experience. It's much slower. It's about 2 hours to get from one side to the next, because it does stop a fair bit, but it's much more scenic. And,
the views along the way are just really nice. It's a really chilled way to get around.
Yeah. Okay, looks like we've arrived at our hotel, Hospedaje Soma.
And this is actually rated #1 on TripAdvisor.
Yeah.
So it's, really nice hotel, super fast internet, which is a big tick for me.
Oh, yeah. And it's got a lovely pool and great breakfast.
We hope you enjoyed this walking tour of Moyogalpa on Ometepe Island.
Please let us know what you thought in the comments below and hit that like button. And don't forget to subscribe.
We are Bucket List Travellers.
See you next time.